Hello and welcome to the World AFB News. I am your host Roger, and alongside me here I got my brother Jesse.
Hey guys.
And this is going to be for the week of April 17, 2022. We're going to go into and talk about the wins and the standings. But for last week, since it was kind of like an Easter event around the world, some games weren't played. Either they had bye weeks or they just didn't play. So not every league that we're going to talk about had games. So either we're just going to talk about
the current standings, maybe the games for next week.
And the games for next week, yes, sir. So without further ado, guys, let's go right into it with the LFA.
All right, guys, you already know LFA stands for Liga Fútbol Americano Profesional. So we did only have one game played, and that was April the 16th, where the Roosters took on the Kings, and the Kings won that one 19 to Roosters 12. That was the only game, but we do have a couple of games coming up, and Roger, you want to talk about those?
Yes, sir. So we actually, for the LFA, this is going to be the last week, and then we go into playoffs, guys. So we're gonna have 3 games for you, April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. For the April 22nd, we're gonna have the Greyhounds going against the Mexicas. For April 23rd, we're gonna have the Roosters going up against the Raptors. And then the 24th is going to be the Kings going against the Founders, or the Fundadores?
Yes.
The Fundadores. After that, guys, we are headed into playoffs. Just going to talk about it a little bit. April 30th, we're going to have the 4th place going up against the 5th place. May 1st, the 3rd place going up against the 6th place. And then we're going to have May 7th, the 1st place going up against ranked 4. So it's going to be whoever won against 4th and 5th. May 8th is going to be 2nd place going up against ranked 3rd. So whoever's going to win 3rd and 4th. And at the very end, guys, May 21st is going to be the key winner number 1 going up against key winner number 2. We'll definitely have a separate video for that next week, guys. Just going over who's in the playoffs for the LFA and kind of going into who's good in that team and who to actually look out for, and maybe give
some predictions.
Give our personal opinion and some predictions on that. But guys, going on into the standings as of right now, guys, we have the Dinos at 5-1. We have the Fundadores at 4-1. The Mexicas in 3rd place with 3-2. Raptors also 3-2. The Kings 2-3. The Roosters 1-4, and the Greyhounds 0-5. So,
and if it was to start right now in the playoffs, Dinos get the first round bye week, and so do the Fundadores. But it looks like, depending on how this last week goes, the Fundadores may not have that bye. But for sure, Dinos look like they locked it up no matter what.
We'll definitely give you the updates for it next week. So you're not gonna see these the LFA. And for the World AFB News, it's going to be on a separate video. It's going to be playoffs. I don't know exactly what it's called yet, but be on the lookout for that. And now, guys, onwards into the FFFA, and this is going to be in France. We're going to look at Conference A. Jesse, how's it going?
All right, I got Conference A, and so we are on week 7 right now with 3 more weeks until their end. So we have week 7 of 10. And as y'all can see on here, we did not have any games last week, but we do have 2 for next week. We have 2 games on the 23rd, where the Spartiatis take on the Cougars and the Molossas take on the Black Panthers. And showed for y'all are going to be the current rankings that are still the same as last week, so that's there for y'all to see.
And then now onwards into Conference B, and just like how Jesse said, I didn't have any games last week. I have 3 games coming up for this week. It's going to be on April 23rd and 24th. I got the Argonauts going up against the Centaurs. I got the Grizzlies going up against the Hurricanes. And I got Blue Star going up against the Bears. And just like Jesse said as well, I have the standings shown on the board. Nothing changed, so we're not going to go through it. We'll go through it next week. But now, guys, onwards to the IFL. This is going to be the Italian Football League. Just like the previous league, guys, we didn't have any games last week. For next week, though, Jesse, tell us how it's going.
So it looks like next week we got 3 good ones here for y'all. This is going to be week 7, and we have 2 on the 23rd and 1 on the 24th. The 23rd, we have the Guelphi going against the Mastini. We have the Seamen going against the Warriors, and then we have the Ducks going against the Vipers.
And guys, we're not going to show the standings. The standings were the same as last week. So if you don't know the standings, please go look at that video from the previous week, or just go on their website. And you can definitely check them out as well. But guys, we're moving fast onwards into AFI. This is going to be the American Football League in Ireland.
And just like the past league, guys, we did not have any games going on last weekend, but we do have a couple coming up this weekend, so Roger's gonna go ahead and let you know about those.
And we're gonna have 3 good games coming up, guys. It's gonna be all on April 24th. It's the Rhinos going up against the Panthers, the UCD going up against the Admirals, and the Rebels going up against the Knights. So just like the other ones, nothing changed for the standings, so we're not going to post that up. But we'll definitely get y'all on next week's games. When all these games are played, we'll give y'all the standings on that. So let's keep it going. We're going to now go into the AFI. This is going to be the American Football League in Israel. And actually for this one, we did have a game on the 13th of April, but it got rejected. So I don't know exactly what the scenario happened there or why. It's possible because of Easter, not a lot of people participated. But that was going to be for week 11, so we don't have any games on that. Going in forward for April 28th and April 29th, I have 2 games on April 28th and 1 game on April 29th. It's going to be for week 12. We got 2 games there. Again, I do apologize. I don't really know who's playing until I see the recording or the video of it. But we have 3 games there, and we'll be talking about that next week. And just like for all the other leagues, this league, we're not going to talk about the standings because the standings are the same. Nothing has changed.
And on to the next one, guys. You know, we got the FIFA next, and we did not have any games just like the other leagues on here, but we do have some upcoming games, and these upcoming games for this week is going to be the final week for this league. And then just like the LFA, we're going to go ahead and a separate video for those guys, and we'll get that to y'all. But on to this coming week, we got the Rookies taking on the Hurricanes, we got the Mariners taking on the Cobras, and we got the Potros taking on the Black Demons for this coming week. And
we actually are going to talk about these only because this is the last week. So I just wanted to make sure, let everybody know what the standings are and if it will change next week if possible. Just to go into it, the standings, it's going to be for Group East. This is going to be number 1, the Rookies, number 2, the Drex, number 3, Votors, number 4, Hurricanes, and number 5, the Pioneers. And then on the opposite side, it's going to be Group West. It's going to be the Bears at number 1, the Black Demons number 2, Mariners at number 3, Cobras number 4, and then Potros at number 5. So right now, so just wanted to show y'all guys, just to let y'all know, we will be, like Jesse said, going over a playoff video. It's going to have the LFA and the FIFA both on there, so stay tuned for that next week, guys. But now onwards into the AFL. This is going to be Austrian Football League. And Jesse, break it down. What happened this one?
So we did actually have a game go down, and it was the Giants and the Rangers, with the Rangers beating the Giants, falling a little short, 26-25. And that's it for this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to happen next week. So next week we got 3 good ones here. We got the Draggies taking on the Rangies. Then we got the Steel Sharks taking on the Raiders. And then the Vienna Vikings, not the Sausage, taking on the Ducks. So that's going to go down this coming weekend. But Roger, go ahead and show us the rankings for this league.
Alrighty, so the rankings are real weird. We still don't know how it goes down, but in rank number 1, we got the Panthers, the Black Panthers. Number 2 is going to be the Vikings at 2-0. They're both tied right now. And number 3, we got the Dragons. They are 3-0, so I don't understand why aren't they first, but we'll leave that as it is. Number 4 is going to be the Rangers at 2-1. Giants 1-1. Patriots 1-1. And number 7th, we have the Raiders at 0-2. 8th is going to be the Ducks 0-2. Steel Shark 0-2. And then the Knights following in 10th, technically tied for 7th, 0-2. And now, guys, right there, we would have stopped, but we do have a new league that is in season, guys. Just played last week. I found them out. It's the Hungarian Football League, the HFL. We had one game. Jesse, how did it go down?
Looks like we had one game on the 16th where the White Castle Enthroners, I like that name, took on the Budapest Cowbells. I also like that name too.
Yeah, some good names.
It looked like the Enthroners won though, 47-18. So not really a matchup there, but good game.
Very good game. For next week, we also have one game, and that's kind of the movement in this league. Looks like we're just gonna have one game until the finals, but it's gonna be on the 24th. It's gonna be the Steelers going up against the Sharks. And since this is a new league, Jesse, I know we're not gonna have a lot to go over, but here are the teams. Who are you gonna go for today?
I am going to go for the name I enjoy the most, and that is going to be the Enthroners, the White Castle Enthroners. Not only because they won, I'm not choosing them for that, but just because they have a good name.
And Jesse, I am going to go for the Sharks.
Sharks.
Yeah, I like the name. I haven't seen it yet on a football team. I'm hoping they do some good things. I'll see them next week.
And it looks like, from what you're showing us, this league is composed of 5 teams for 10 weeks. And on the 10th week, it looks like the top 4? Mm-hmm. Is that what is going down? Semifinals?
Yes.
Or maybe the top 2 either. Oh, yeah, top 4, then the top 2 playing the Hungarian bow. So that one's pretty cool. That's interesting.
Well, alrighty, guys. That's going to be it for the World AFB News. You have all the standings are kind of the same. You have the games that did play. But please look at the next video that we're going to be posting up. That's going to be the highlight reel. It's going to be 4 games. It's going to be one from each league that did play. And we're just going to go and talk about all the highlights on there.
Hopefully there's some good stuff to watch, some good offensive play, some big hits, and we get that to you.
Oh, yeah, we do have that. So be ready, be on the lookout for that. But as of right now, guys, I am Roger.
And I am Jesse, and we're saying bye.